Before we dive in, don't forget to subscribe to Vancouver Canucks News Today fans to stay up to date with all the latest updates on our team. Now, let's talk about some exciting news for Canucks fans. Jonathan Lekkerimaki, the Vancouver Canucks 2022 first-round pick, will finally be playing closer to home this season with the Abbotsford Canucks in the American Hockey League, AHL. After battling through injuries and adversities, he is now closer than ever to achieving his dream of playing in the NHL. But the big question is, will we see Lekkerimaki in the NHL this season? The Canucks have strong faith in Lekkerimaki. They drafted him in 2022 and signed him to an entry-level contract in 2023. The organization believes in his potential and is eager to see what he can bring at the AHL level. However, to secure his spot with the main team, Lekkerimaki still needs to prove he can contribute in a big way. That's why it's expected that he'll play at least 20 games in the AHL before general manager Patrick Alvin even considers calling him up to Vancouver. Lekkerimaki has already shown promise. In just 6 games with Abbotsford after wrapping up his season in Sweden, he put up 2 points and scored his first career AHL goal. Plus, he shined at the World Juniors, racking up 10 points in 7 games and helping Sweden win the silver medal. If he can continue his recent success in the AHL, we could see him getting the popular 9-game trial that teams often give their young players. Here's the challenge, though: the depth of the Canucks roster. The right wing is already loaded with talent like Brock Boeser, Connor Garland, and new signings Daniel Sprong and Kiefer Sherwood. Even on the left wing, the Canucks have solid players like Nils Höglander, Dakota Joshua, along with newcomers Jake DeBrusk and Danton Heinen. With such a deep lineup, it might be tough for Lekkerimaki to break into the main roster this season. On the other hand, hockey is unpredictable, and injuries are a reality. If any of the wingers get hurt, Lekkerimaki could be one of the first names called up. And if he performs better than some of the NHL players, he could climb the depth chart and earn a spot on the Canucks roster sooner than expected. The truth is, in my opinion, the chance of Lekkerimaki playing in the NHL this season is 50-50. He has the talent and skills, but he still needs more development. With the current roster depth, I don't think we'll see much of him in the NHL this year. However, in 2025, he'll have a much better shot at making a splash in the training camp. The Vancouver Canucks are facing a unique challenge with the depth of their roster, particularly at the wing positions. On the right wing, the team already boasts talent like Brock Boeser, Connor Garland, and the recently signed Daniel Sprong and Kiefer Sherwood. On the left, they have solid options such as Nils Höglander, Dakota Joshua, and new additions Jake DeBrusk and Danton Heinen. This abundance of talent could make it difficult for young prospect Jonathan Lekkerimaki to secure a spot on the main roster this season. However, hockey is full of surprises, and injuries are always a possibility. Should one of the wingers face time off due to injury, Lekkerimaki could be one of the top choices for a call-up. If he takes that opportunity and outperforms others, it's possible he could force his way into the lineup sooner than expected. In reality, the chances of Lekkerimaki seeing NHL action this season seem balanced. While his talent is evident, he may need further development before becoming a regular on the Canucks roster. The current depth at both wings makes it more likely that he will spend most of this season in the AHL or another developmental league. However, 2025 could be a more realistic target for him to make a significant impact, especially if he continues to progress and impress in training camps. The likelihood of Jonathan Lekkerimaki making the Vancouver Canucks NHL roster this season remains uncertain. While his talent is clear, the team's current depth on both wings could make it difficult for him to break through immediately. With established players like Brock Boeser, Connor Garland, Daniel Sprong, and Kiefer Sherwood on the right wing, and strong options on the left wing such as Nils Höglander, Jake DeBrusk, and Danton Heinen, Lekkerimaki may find his path to the NHL crowded. That said, unexpected factors, such as injuries, could open doors for him. If Lekkerimaki gets called up due to a roster vacancy and capitalizes on his opportunity, there's a chance he could surprise everyone and move up the depth chart more quickly than anticipated. However, barring any major shifts in the roster, it's more likely that Lekkerimaki will spend this season continuing his development, possibly in the AHL or another league. By 2025, with more experience under his belt, he may be in a better position to make a lasting impression during training camp and secure a spot with the Canucks. Now, I want to hear from you, Canucks fans. Will Jonathan Lekkerimaki play in the NHL this season, or does he need more time to develop? Drop your comments below. Don't forget to like the video and hit that notification bell to stay updated with all the news on the Vancouver Canucks.